Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. We are doing another street vlogging today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on your geographical location and your time zone. We are here to bring another wonderful vlogging today, and we are going to be talking about another great opinion that we are going to be discussing. The issue is what can be done to the Igbos to return and develop their homeland. What can make the Igbos to return to develop their homeland? So that's a discussion, and people, we are discussing about all those things, and we are going to be talking about that. If you have any opinion, please drop in the comment section, and we will continue talking. And like and comment, share and subscribe. So, the Igbos are entrepreneur, and they are also capitalists, and they are also Republican. So what happened is that as capitalists, they always move around seeking for opportunities, developing opportunities, and also making huge profits. And they are very industrious. That's why they leave their home wherever they go. They become successful. Even some places that the indigenes are complaining that their land are not successful, the Igbos create opportunities there, open up the place, and that's what has been in their nature, and no one is disputing that. But the main thing is that this also breed jealousy, and it also bring envy. And this has caused a lot of things. Instead of some of those other people to emulate those good, because it's a good value and it's a good gift to have, what they do is basically to try to demolish what they have built already, or to stop them negatively. What I mean stopping them is using negative means, either using the power of the state government in Nigeria, because Nigeria is a funny country that doesn't protect its citizens. It's run on tribal basis and ethnic basis, not based on nationalism, whereby people are free to live anywhere they want to live. But so that's a short illustration of what the discussion that we are going to be having now. The next thing is to dive into the question, what will make the Igbos to return to the homeland, or to come and develop a city in the homeland. Basically, I will tell you that one visionary leadership in an Igbo can do the magic. It doesn't take a lot to convince them to come, but what they just need, which they have lacked over the years, is leadership. You have a lot of organizations, Igbo organizations, you have Ohaneze, you have the politicians, you have a lot of things, a lot of them, but they have not shown leadership. And because they have not shown leadership, this is what is the problem. And that's one of the major problems, because basically people look for a leader to follow, to fall behind and follow him wherever he goes. So it's like Igbos like becoming like a sheep without a shepherd. So they are looking for a shepherd who will actually drive in by leading by example. So let me now analyze what I'm trying to bring here. Basically, if you look at most of these Igbo politicians, Habo or the Manuzo or the Jonono, or the manuzo, or the injonono. What I am trying to explain in local vernacular is that they only go away from their home. They don't even live in their home. So they send a wrong signal. So most of them boast of Abuja and Lagos. And when you are talking about him, he said, come and meet me in my home. And you ask him, where is your home? He said, it's Abuja, it's Lagos, it's Kano. And once he's saying these things, he has already betrayed himself. He has shown lack of capacity to lead a people. And you might hear, oh, I am the president or the chairman of Ohanese. And you ask him, where are you living? He said he's living in Abuja, he's living in Lagos. That's one of the funniest things you can wish for a people, to have leadership like that. And you see a traditional ruler from Igbo land, and you ask him, who are you? He said, I am a traditional ruler of so-so community. And where are you living? Oh, I'm living in Lagos, I'm living in Abuja. So this has shown that the person has nothing to do with leading of his people, because if he cannot live in his community, if he cannot live in Igbo land, he cannot lead. So they are not showing example, and that's why the people, the Igbo people, has remained like sheep without a shepherd. So this is number one key point that has stopped the Igbo people from developing their homeland. Let me give you, for instance, because it's always good to discuss and give examples of this. It will not take the Igbos 4 years to turn Onitsha into Dubai, into one of the most developed places in the whole country. But it might take them 50 years to even develop Onitsha because of lack of leadership. There are leadership organizations in the homeland. Onitsha has business community, but those so-called business community, they have not even think about saying, let's check this market we are in, let's now turn it around, let it be number one. But what are those leadership market union are doing? You go to the market, they block every place with illegal attachments. So they make the market not to be attractive, not to be the best. And so by so doing, killing off the whole hope of economic survival in the homeland. That's number two. I'm using the market leadership in Onitsha, for instance. So instead of them saying, okay, let's beautify this market, let's make this market number one. Let's remove any obstacle to the progress of this market. Let's make this market number one. Let's think about how we improve the market. Let's make it a modern market so that other people will be emulating us. No, they will not do that. So now let's put about the people developing estates. You hear about so many estates, Awada estate, layout. You hear about Ugwaba and all those things. And you ask yourself, the chairman of these associations, what are they talking about? They are talking about how to levy fees and take the money and get their own houses, 4-story buildings and all those things. They are not even thinking about, okay, let's think about how we can in 1 year get all the roads completely pavemented with concrete pavement. Let's get all the place sparkling in the night with solar street lights. They are not thinking about that. They are not even thinking about beautifying the whole place by having, let's plant exotic trees and all those things, or let's secure the place. Let's get more security, get the place secure, that nothing like robbery on that place. No, they are not thinking about that. What they were thinking about, let's calculate how much we can get from each tenant, each landlord, and we now use it to get our own houses. So that's what they are thinking about. So how about the chairman of local government or transitional chairman of local government? You go there, it's in a mess. You go there you go to this local government you'll be shocked that these local government chairmen are not even thinking about getting their place even tidied up. So now coming to state governments, state governors, what can he take to put Onitsha, to turn Onitsha around? It doesn't take anything. It doesn't even take money. It just take leadership. And what leadership is about, formulating a policy, leading from the front, and also showing that you really, really care in getting this, what you are talking, into action, and with a timeline. Let's give an example. For instance, if Soludo, I'm using Anambra State for instance, if Soludo want to turn Onitsha around within 2-3 years, he can do that. What can he do? There are a lot of people with money. There are a lot of people, landlords are there, they are big population, and if he want the whole roads cemented, he can actually get them to do that with a lot of incentive, with a lot of government, coming to them, talking with them and say, let's start it, that, and also making a policy that we want all these things done within so time and so time, and it's done. Let's talk about this tree planting. If he would have gone in and say, oh, let's make our homeland the best, every house must have trees, 5 to 10 trees standing in their houses, and they make it compulsory that is now a must, that we must have these trees, that unless you will be fined by the government. And say, okay, let's get each street must have people sweeping these streets. So the landlords and the tenants will contribute their quota, and the government will contribute their quota. And if we say, okay, we want to make Onitsha to be watertight security, to have a watertight security, they can do that. They can do that with a timeline. 6 months, 1 year is done. So everywhere we're sparkling, this is what I believe. Some of the things that we are discussing here, I think this will be part 1 of what can make the Igbos to come to develop their homeland. I'm not in the part 2, we will discuss other things. Leadership, very, very important. Leadership from every corner. From every corner. When people talk about leadership, they are not talking about president or governors. There are a lot of leadership. There are how estate management, landlord association, tenant groups, market women and men. All these are leadership groups. They can, or town unions, they can effect great change, making the Igbos to come back home to develop their homeland. Do you agree in this first part of what we are discussing, this trade vlogging? If you do, drop your comments, and you can bring your contrary opinion as well. So what do you think? Do you think what we are making sense in this? If not, you can comment. But share this and subscribe to this channel, and as you do, may God continue to bless you, because our homeland must be livable and it must be a prosperous homeland. And I will wish to use this opportunity to thank you for spending your time to watch this. May God continue to bless and to keep you wherever you are. I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. See you and have a wonderful time. See you. Bye.